As a freelance artist, your week may look something like this.
Too low, man, too low.
Or this. Or like this.
For the past 6 years of my freelance career, I've had to accept the chaos of a random schedule. So here's how I plan out my weeks.
Welcome to Building Studio Romeo, a series about a freelance artist who just wants to make cool things with his friends. And this episode shows a week in my life and how I managed to pull off a photo shoot that I had no idea how to set up.
The first thing I do is write down what I for sure know is gonna happen that week, and it's usually a photo shoot or two because those are scheduled in advance. So I knew that this week I had a photo shoot on Tuesday and Thursday. So I just take those two things and then plan around those. The shoot on Thursday was a lookbook for my friend's clothing brand that I didn't really have to prep for because I've done it millions of times. Tuesday's shoot, on the other hand, was something that I was not sure how to set up yet. So I made sure to schedule out time on Monday for a test shoot, which didn't really go that well.
All right, so today I'm prepping for a shoot that I got tomorrow. I wanted to come in the day before and get all the lights set up. That way when the talent comes in tomorrow, it's ready to go and we can start shooting. I picked a lighting concept that I haven't really done before and I want to try for the first time. And upon testing everything out, I realized that I'm not very prepared to shoot this yet in the studio. But I really want to learn how to shoot like this, so we're doing whatever it takes today to be able to shoot it tomorrow. So this is everything that I'm used to, right? For the third set, I wanted to do like this gel strobe effect on a white backdrop, something like this. I already know that this is done all on a completely white backdrop with some gels. I got my gels right here, like all the colored gels and everything. Shout out to Photo one more time. Please sponsor this because these gels are getting a little pricey and I use all your equipment, so I could use a couple more of these. When I tried test shooting with my boy Lawrence about an hour ago, this is the best we got.
Bro, are you kidding me? This is why we schedule out test shoots, because there was no way I was letting those photos fly. Like, you're telling me that this was the best photo we came up with? I was low-key embarrassed that those photos were coming out of my camera, to be honest.
It's not that vibrant, you feel me? And I figured in order to get this vibrant, we needed to black out the whole room, and we didn't have the materials to do so at the moment, as you can tell. So we're gonna take the rest of the day to figure this situation out because I really want this photo setup or this lighting setup in my bag for future photo shoots.
Hey! Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot.
We got some curtains. We're gonna steam this shit.
We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't try nobody, grip the trigger. Nobody call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. It's bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dough with a Uzi. My niggas is savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My bitch is bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dough with a Uzi.
Alright gang, so today is the shoot day, and when I went home last night, I did some more research on how I could make the gradient backdrop look a lot better because I wasn't feeling the photos. And that's what test shoots are for, right? I wasn't feeling how it looked so soft in the background. Like, you could still tell it's a white backdrop. There was no sauce to it. So I went home last night, did some research, and found out two things that I probably should have known already, but that's what the studio is for, is to learn new things, right? So the first thing that I found out was that less light equals more saturation. And you'd think the opposite, right? Like, I feel like the more light we punched into that gradient, that the brighter it would be. But it's the opposite because the more light you add, the more white light you're throwing through that little filter, and it can only handle so much. So the less light, the more saturated the background will be. Second of all, I don't think we tried hard enough to separate the key light from spilling onto the background. I saw some YouTube setups that went crazy on like putting V-flats up against the light so the light would not touch the background at all. I don't have V-flats at the moment, so we're gonna do some problem solving and figure that out. But I feel like we could pull it off now that I know those like simple ideas to make it work.
So on the actual shoot day, we made two big changes. The first one being we added a new light to the setup.
Ended up picking up another Photo B10X Plus.
Photo, please sponsor the studio.
Got a third light for the setup. This is my first time working with a third light in a studio, so I'm super hyped. Oh, nice, it comes with a case.
Oh,
I bought my food. But I was worried this one wasn't come with a case.
Or if you just never
The second change being is that we threw an umbrella onto the gel light source. That way it bloomed the light a bit more because without the umbrella it was a little too focused.
Go ahead, 3, 2, 1. Trying to see what frame would look the best in. Like that.
That's good.
That's like Apple commercial vibes.
Just showing the muscles.
Let's do like, so for this one, since it's more like an effect, let's do like a movement kind of. 3, 2, 1, go. Cool. One of those work. That was good.
Yeah, those are good.
Couple more, do your thing.
So now that the week's stress was lifted off my shoulders and I felt pretty accomplished in learning something new and I was really happy with how the photos turned out, I dedicated the free day in the middle of the week to build out the studio a little bit more.
We're going to IKEA, Best Buy, Staples, and Home Depot. So we got a long day ahead of us. Let's get it.
She like, damn, we don't fuck women no more. Damn, I don't wanna fuck
Our
no
first
more.
order of business.
Bitch, ain't no calling my phone. Ain't no slime on.
How do you pronounce this?
I say, bitch, gonna suck these nuts. Yeah, who wanna some of us? Yeah, it is. Probably who wanna some of kids. Who that slime ball get young? Beat the whole from the back, big end. Backwood, bitch, yeah, back in the back. In the club, yeah, turned up.
All right, for those looking for this lamp, there's so many in stock right now. So do not pay resale for your donut lamps.
The main goal of the day was to build the studio to be a bit more efficient. So the first thing we did was stop by Home Depot to pick up a Husky workbench, which will live in the closet and carry all the camera gear, little batteries, and stuff that could fit into the workbench. That way everything small has more of a home to live in. Then we went to IKEA to grab a pegboard to create a little charging station in the closet. Because one thing that I hated during my first couple photo shoots is that batteries were charging in random outlets, so I wasn't sure which ones are charged, which ones were still charging. Yeah, so I wanted to build a pegboard just to have everything stationed in one place. I always like how clean they looked and how customizable they were. However, before I went to IKEA, I did not note down all the things that I'd put on the pegboard, so I was kind of guessing which attachments to pick up. So I just grabbed the pegboard and a couple attachments and just used the trip for inspiration.
Bro, why didn't anyone tell me that these were so expensive? So y'all know how I've been taking Polaroid photos of each guest that's come in so I could fill a whole wall of guests, kind of like a guest book for the studio. We got a package in the mail. So I really wanted there to be a way for me to document guests that pull up to the studio, whether it was like a signature wall or a guest book of some sort. You know, when you check into an Airbnb, they have you like write a note on the guest book, whatever, just to have like a little memento of all the guests that pulled up. So I know this is not the most creative idea, but I picked up a Polaroid Now camera. This was about $150 on Amazon. But yeah, I figured this would be a cool way to document each guest that pulled up, have them sign. Oh, I forgot to order Sharpies. Bro, it is so hot in here. I'm sweating. I'm literally sweating. It's only 9:30 in the morning. Wow, a box in a box. Huh, it's kind of nifty. Like, it's way lighter than it looks. What else? Oh, it didn't come with film. So this is a pack of 16 photos. I wonder if there's different like filters I could use with this, or if this is the only film that would work with this camera, because I feel like different film, that is so dumb to say it, like I know that different paper and film prints different colors and all that, so I assume that this is the standard one. Turn on the Polaroid camera by pressing the on button. Open the film door. Oh! It's like a little mouth. I feel like such a noob right now. Insert film pack dark side up with a tab facing you. So open the door, insert film dark side up. Tab facing you, close film door, the dark side covered by the film shield will eject. What? I don't think it's ejecting. Is it even charged? I might have to charge it first. Chat, does this mean it's dead? Bro, it's 2025. I feel like everything should be charged when you open it. This whole wall is gonna be full.
Bro, that should be so sick, bro.
Alright, so I think it's fully charged now. Billboard boy right here. My billboard brother.
Hanoi ways.
And it's only got 16 in here, so. We gotta figure it out. But,
Gotta give it those 3, 2, 1s.
what do I do? Alright, so the goal for Studio Romeo is to fill this whole wall with Polaroid photos of all guests. Like, how big is this joint? So we got a lot of work to do.
Flip it.
But
It's
is
there.
it?
It's
Oh, hey!
It's getting
This one's coming in. Bro, why didn't anyone tell me that these were so expensive? Tell me why a pack of 40 is $85. $85 for 40 photos? So it's $85 divided by 40, $2.125 per photo. This is why we stick to digital photography over here. So yeah, I'm already running out of those, so I had to pick up more because I have a whole gang of friends coming in today from Seattle. They did a little mini road trip to here from Seattle for a pop-up this Saturday, Timeless Forever. Shout out Timeless Forever and Duck and Nikki. But yeah, just pick this up so we can take all their guest book photos. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun day today. I think I'm gonna take him out to shoot. He's dropping some purple and gold sweatpants. I have them right here actually. He's dropping these yellow sweats along with a purple colorway. I was thinking that we take him over to the 6th Street Bridge to shoot him because I feel like that bridge represents LA and it's right across the street, so it's super easy. But yeah, we're gonna do that today. And I don't know, this is my family from Seattle, so I don't know what we're getting into today, but we already know it's gonna be a fun one. But Polaroid, please sponsor me. I need a lot more than 40 of these photos.
I just slid on a back street, heavy on the Parmesan, everyday tax season. What the fuck you wearing, bro? It's tacky. Niggas laying on a deathbed trying to match me. Oh my god, I'm about to do the fool. They be screaming out P, but they resume is boof. Switch both lanes, the engine sound like the zoo. Need a fee just to breathe, bitch. I can talk to you. It's the Ben Frank murderer. Mister, I ain't heard of ya. Golf strings back to back.
Alright, so the other day when I was installing the little hangers, I forgot one of these guys, so I accidentally drilled into the wall and it stopped this far into the wall. So today we got a stud finder and we are fixing that. It's not like that on the FX3. I got no hammer in the studio yet, so we gotta use the Timberland. I didn't show it the first time. Hey, we got a backpack holder. But for the sake of,
You should go flush.
cool.
Nice and easy.
And then
Side,
yes.
it's roughly. You just need to, mounting screws.
Bro, they didn't come with these 2 screws, so we can't mount them to the wall.
All right, for another day.
All right, so the rest of that day I just spent editing at my desk, and I promise I'll do more in-depth videos on how I edit photos in the future. However, that day I just felt like locking in. And when I do these little edit sessions, I like to throw on music and just focus on the task at hand. So since the selects have already been edited and I already sent them off to Duck and Riley, I'm gonna use this part of the video just to break down a couple photos from each photo shoot. Starting with the Young LA shoot with Riley. As y'all saw, this was my first time working with the gels to light the background. And the gels still weren't giving the vibrance that I wanted to get off in these edits. So once I added my preset and got all the initial edits done, I went ahead and added a background mask to add more pink to the photos. These masks are super clutch because you could kind of tweak the hue of the background to your liking, but if you go too crazy, it's gonna end up looking fake. So just a reminder that a little goes a long way. And after I found a tone that I liked, I copied the mask onto all the other selects. Now onto the outdoor shoot with Timeless Forever. I really liked how these photos turned out. No matter how good I get with studio photography, I feel like outdoor lookbooks are always gonna be my favorite kind of photo shoot because there's just so many locations to shoot at and just so many stories to tell. In these photos, we were working with the bright colored pants and mostly a gray location, so I picked a preset that would give somewhat of a film vibe. However, for these clothing photo shoots, it is important that whatever preset you choose doesn't mess with the color of the pants or mess with the color of the clothing because your photos don't want to be selling the wrong thing. So yeah, once I figured out which preset that I liked and color corrected all the pants, I copied and pasted the edit, onto all the selects and sent them off. Like I said, I promise I'll make more videos on how I edit photos in the future. So let me know which parts of photo editing that you want to know about. That pretty much wraps up my week as a self-employed artist. And again, every week is completely different. Like I low-key don't know what I'm doing tomorrow besides editing this video, which is a little stressful, but that really is the beauty of this career. But yeah, if y'all made it this far into the video, I really, really appreciate you. Please make sure to subscribe and comment what you want to see next. Yeah, this whole YouTube thing is a little weird because the videos are so long, so I have no idea what to talk about. So your guys' comments and DMs really help. Please subscribe and stay tuned for next week's video. Peace.